Hi everyone, myself Anandam and I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company, and today we'll be discussing on the topic of the difference between set-off and counterclaim. Set-off and counterclaims, this particular topic is under the Civil Procedure Code of India 1908. To learn the difference between set-off and counterclaim, we must first learn the meaning of it. So, what is set-off? Set-off means a claim against the plaintiff by the defendant. It is basically a claim between the regarded parties to file a case to recover the money. In these two parties are reciprocal debtors to each other. The case may be relying on mutual debts between the parties. One debt may be settled against the other. The essentials are it should be regarded for recovering money. The amount of rupees should be definite. It must be gained legally. The amount of money should be taken from the plaintiff by the defendant. In these both have claimed for money. No separate set-off is needed. Counterclaim means a claim made by the defendant in a suit against the plaintiff. Now the difference between set-off and counterclaims. Set-off is being defined in Rule 6, Order 8 of CPC, whereas counterclaim is being defined in 6A to 6G of Order 8. Set-off has two types. One is equitable set-off and the other is legal set-off. Counterclaim has no such classifications. Set-off should be made up for the same transaction, whereas in a counterclaim nothing like that. The amount of set-off must be recognized at the date of suit, whereas in counterclaim at the date of the written statement. Set-off is a defense to plaintiff's action, whereas counterclaim is a cross action. Now, the framing of issues. When in said situation, one party affirms another denies a proposition of fact or law. Okay, then the issue gets arise. If there is nothing like that, no question of framing arise. The plaintiff must have issues with such material or propositions in order to show his right to sue. In the same way, the defendant does it. Material propositions can be understood in two senses. One is the proposition of law and the proposition of fact. Those propositions must constitute his defense in such suit. In Sri Najodchari versus the chairman, it is mandatory on the part of the trial court to frame all necessary issues arising from pleadings. The fundamental function of the court is to, before framing and recording issues, are reading the plaintiffs and the written statements. Examinations under Rule 2 if the order of CPC and hearing the parties if the pleaders. Now, what is first hearing? The expression first hearing has not been defined in the court. The first hearing of a suit means the day on which the court goes into the pleading of the parties in order to understand their contentions. The machinery of the court is set in motion by the presentation of a plaint, which is the first stage in the suit. The second stage is the filling of the written statement by the defendant. The third important suit is framing and settlement of issues, and the day on which such issues are framed in the first hearing of the court or in the hearing in the suit. In such cases in which let's say no issues need to be framed, for example a small cause suit, the first hearing would be the day on which the trial starts. In the case of Siraj Ahmed versus Nath, the Supreme Court stated that the date first hearing or the date of first hearing of a suit under the code is ordinarily understood to be the date on which the court proposes to apply its minds to the contentious pleadings if the parties to the suit and the documents filed for them by purpose of framing the issue decided in the suit. Thus, the date when for the first time the case is called out for hearing and really gone into framing of the issue to be decided in the suit. Thus, the date when for the first time the case is called out for hearing and really gone into, and not the date when the cases were fixed for hearing but were not gone into. The object is ordered 10 Rule 1 provides that the court shall at the first hearing of the suit ascertain from each party or his leaders whether he admits or denies such allegations of facts as are made in the plaint or the written statement if any of the opposite party. After recording admissions and denials, the court shall direct the parties to the suit to settle the matter out of the court through conciliation, arbitration, mediation or lok adalats. If there is no such settlement, the case will be referred back to the court. Order 10 Rule 2 provides for the oral examination of parties to the suit with a view to elucidating matters in controversy in the suit. The court does with precision the proposition of law or fact on which the parties are at a variance, and on such questions issued is required to frame disposal of the suit at the first hearing is ordered, 15 layers down, that the court may be once pronounce the judgments in where the parties are not at issue on any question of law or fact where one of the defendants is not an issue with the plaintiff. The court may pronounce the judgment for or against such defendants where summons have been for final disposal and the party fails to bring. So this was all about the difference between set-off and counterclaims, their definitions, the first hearing, and the framing of suits. For more such videos on civil procedure code and different topics of law, subscribe to Lex Tech. Thank you.